Hey, I just got back from lunch. Did you finish that report yet?
Well, not exactly. Still working on it. I'm not finished just yet. I got a little sidetracked, but I will get them to you first thing this afternoon.
It is first thing this afternoon.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I mean, I am working on
But
it. I'll have.
what do you mean that the report isn't finished yet?
I'm still in the process of working on it. I've just been a little distracted.
Distracted. Our meeting starts in an hour.
I can have it.
No. What were you doing? Were you listening to another hunting podcast again? I swear, I give the staff in this office the freedom to do whatever they want to do as long as they meet a deadline. That is the first bullet underneath your job description. Pays attention to detail and deadlines. And deadlines. Dude, are you even listening to me right now?
Welcome to episode 214 of the Whitetail Distraction Podcast. My name's Austin, and joining me on the pod porch, Charles Hedlund. How you doing,
Bunch of hooligans.
With a bunch of hooligans. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Oh, boy.
Do it, lady. Do it, lady. On your birthday.
All of it. At once. Anyways.
What's up, guy?
What is happening, dude?
Oh, dude.
Here we are again.
Beautiful night.
The boys are back in town.
They are back in town.
The M boys.
The M boys.
You guys wear M's on your chest like superheroes? You can talk now. Joe, Mo, Brandon. You guys here?
Hey. Oh, he's putting in a little crawdad over there.
Oh, my bad, dude. I can't see you. It's terrible.
Sorry, I was putting in a hog nugget. I wasn't listening.
Pow!
Got it tatted on my arm.
Anyways, we do have Joe Mo and Joe Bro here as well.
Yo.
Everybody is in the house.
Hell
La
yeah.
Familia.
Full table.
It is.
And it's a beautiful night.
It is.
Gorgeous night. Joe and I hunted tonight. I don't know if anyone else hunted tonight.
I didn't. I was on daddy duty.
Why do you sound like Trump right now?
No?
Why are you going like full Trump right now?
I don't sound like...
Beautiful
Trump's
night,
here.
beautiful night.
I hunted the best.
Trump's here.
Beautiful night. Joe and I hunted. I don't know if you guys hunted.
It is.
He's like, hold on.
Don't say that he sounds like me. Okay. I sound like me, Joe, bro.
No idea what you did.
I did this.
You started it, you piece of shit. You did it on purpose,
I
too.
knew it was going to happen.
Anyways, before we get too crazy, we got to thank some sponsors and
Yeah, let's do
partners
that.
and all those good things,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, oh, yeah.
So I will start by bringing up Hunt Arsenal #1
Oh.
because I have to get this out. That is the most comfortable saddle I've ever sat in my entire life.
I agree, dude. It's
It's
I've said
not
a-
even close. It's not even close.
It's
Trump,
like I've said a few times, man. It's like sitting on a couch.
dude, I'm telling you, it's the first saddle that distributes your weight across the entire thing
Sitting
that
right
I've
there.
ever used. It's
Right there.
amazing.
Looks cozy.
Let's go.
It is so awesome.
Cloud Infinity, baby.
2 sits in, and I'm like, dude, this thing, normal season out of any of my other saddles, and I've hunted out of several. First 2 sits, you're sore. Am I right or wrong?
I feel you on that.
It beats you up a little bit. Like you
maybe
got
a little, yeah.
a little hip pinch, but like it's manageable, but you get a little sore. Just wear and tear on places you're not used to.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not the smallest of guys. I get it. But that damn saddle right there is unreal.
Yeah, dude.
The
I agree.
Infinity bridge system, you can just adjust top pressure, bottom pressure. It's unreal in any scenario.
I
It's
agree,
unreal.
man.
So tonight, for example, I had to be real tight to the tree because I only had like a little bit of branches coming off with leaves on it. I was in this oak tree. So I just had to bring it way up high, my tether way up high. And I was real tight. So I had all this pressure down low on my butt. Let them out, pull the tops up,
Boom.
boom, comfy.
I'm ready to rock.
It's insane.
Go check him out.
Huntarsenal.com.
Let's go.
They got all kinds of other stuff, but the Cloud Infinity, highly recommended from this.
I agree.
From at
I
least
agree.
from this guy and that guy sitting across from me.
Oh, my goodness gracious. You know what else?
What?
You're wearing a nice shirt over there.
I am. That came straight from hunting. So
Looks like the old 150
this
merino
is
wool.
quarter zip.
Ooh, baby.
#1 piece that everyone should own is this shirt right
I
here.
agree. I'm a big fan of that.
If you don't have it, I almost said something bad.
You should.
Not to you, and just I almost said something bad. If you don't have it, you definitely should have it.
Yeah, you should. You should. It's fantastic gear. Scree Gear. Check them out, screegear.com. They just came out with a Delta flannel if you want to get some workwear or just some everyday wear. Good looking stuff, man. I haven't got one yet,
That
but
flannel's
I'm going
sick.
to.
That
Bunch of
flannel's
different
sick.
colors. It looks great.
Yeah, agreed. I had tonight.
Code WDP.
Oh yeah, good call. Code WDP.
15% off.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
I had on my arrow tonight a VIP broadhead.
Uh-oh.
I went with, out of the bag of tricks, the combat veteran tonight.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah. Shot my first deer of the season with a commander.
Yep.
She went about from me to Joe Bro away and then fell over.
Hell yeah.
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 So,
Would you say Freddy Krueger blood?
you know what? I don't know because I didn't have, all the blood was still inside of her. She died so quick.
Oh, but there was Freddy Krueger blood
Oh
inside.
my God, dude.
Oh,
when we
just
opened,
chopped
it was
her up.
insane. It was insane.
Let's go.
Just full blood. So,
Made in America.
made in America. Who else made in America?
VPA.
That's right. Vantage Point Archery. I haven't had the chance yet to put my Omegas through an animal,
I
but
haven't either.
as I was shooting my deer right before that, Mikey Fennel shot his with a 3-blade from VPA.
Did him dirty.
12 punched him right through the damn heart.
Yep, centerpiece.
Beautiful.
Great
Yeah,
buck.
Beautiful.
by
Yeah,
the
it was a
way.
great buck.
Great buck.
Yeah. Dude, it was so
Congrats
much
to
fun
Mike.
too. I don't want to get too much into it because he's going to have his own episode. We're actually recording that tomorrow night, which is crazy.
Yeah, dude.
It's going to be a pod weekend for us, boys.
Hey,
We're kicking it off right. But yeah, man, it was a fun time.
I agree.
And the only thing that was missing of all that, back 40 seed.
Oh, man. Can't forget about them.
Yeah, he didn't own the ground.
That's okay.
2B, it's the early season.
Or not to be.
Oh, that is the question.
Yeah, that is the question.
I
Yeah.
thought 2B went all the way down to Puerto Rico or Guam. Weren't we talking about that last time?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It seems that way, doesn't it? Tonight it seemed
It's a
like
big
we were
unit.
hunting in Puerto Rico, dude. It was hot.
Oh, yeah. That's why you're wearing the
Hot.
150, dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
150. I got the
Little
bottoms
too
on
hot.
too.
Good stuff. Code Distraction 10.
Yep. For all your seed needs, get
Yeah,
you
dude.
some rescue blend at this point.
WDP on.
Or you can get some winter stuff too, like radishes
true.
and whatnot.
That's right.
If you want to, get through the winter and get late season, because a lot of this corn and soybeans and stuff, they're going to be picked early
That's
this
right.
year.
That's
from all
right.
the drought.
Oh, man. They are brown.
They're very.
Those ones
brown.
I was talking about last week. Dude, I drove past them again. My goodness, man. They're so ready to pick. It's ridiculous.
Deer are killing them right now.
Oh, yeah.
That buck that he shot, killing beans.
In the beans.
Killing beans.
In
They
the beans.
Still green?
No, they were yellow and
Really?
yellow. Oh yeah, they're damn near brown. Yeah,
You know, also
Yeah.
killing right now. White oaks, dude.
Oh,
I
yeah.
sent you a video this morning
that's where I almost shot one tonight off of white oak.
off white oaks, dude. They are
Yeah.
murking them, dude.
It was funny because I was talking to Brandon here before the episode and when we first got here, and I was like, dude, I walked past so many acorns just laying on the ground, and then I get back there and it was just all caps
Yeah.
where the white oak was, just all caps.
Beautiful.
But they were still on them.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Anyways,
big
that was
fan.
the business. Sorry guys for
Hi,
boring
guys.
you. Sorry Joe. What was that bird you were doing earlier?
He's got a lot of
Don't know what you're
pent up
talking
emotion.
about. Don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
He's really
Joe,
bound
just
up.
do it. Just get out what you want to get out.
Just
Yeah,
do it now.
dude.
It's on the
Whatever
phone.
you gotta say. What do you
Just
gotta
do
say,
it.
dude? What do you gotta say?
He's not going to say anything.
Success.
Success.
I didn't say anything.
He's going to let his phone do the talking.
Joe just got back from a wedding.
Yeah.
And for visual effect, the hips are moving.
All right, that's enough. I love that song, by the way. I
is a
am
great
a
song.
fan.
Gets the body moving, like you said. Gets hips moving.
New artist.
And really, you stole the words out of my mouth, buddy.
Also
really.
gets you on a sexual
Gets the
offender
hips
list.
moving, yes. And unless you're by a playground, I think you're okay on the hip moving part.
I don't think there's any playgrounds near here, so you're
I
okay,
think we're
dude.
good.
All I got to say is if you're sitting at a playground by yourself playing Pink Pony Club,
In a shirt and tie.
It might raise a red flag.
Chuck, there's a playground in my backyard, buddy, if you want to go back there.
You might want to lay low for a while.
Mommy, what's that guy doing? Oh, you mean the guy in a shirt and tie playing Pink Pony Club
Moving his
Yeah.
by himself?
Listen, there's no playgrounds around. But I'm just saying,
I'm pretty
left the
sure.
wedding just to come here because they turned off Pink Pony Club.
Yeah.
Hips
well,
are moving. I
that
was
does
ready
happen,
to go,
dude.
and they turn it off, and I'm like, you know what? I don't need this. I don't need this.
And guess where you are?
And I'm here. I'm here, man.
You're here, man.
I can't believe it.
Here, man.
We saw lights in the driveway.
We did.
Well, I didn't. You saw him.
I did. I saw him.
I
I
was
saw him
like,
pull
Camera
up.
action.
And then we saw a person get out.
That's true.
One person. We're like,
I thought it was an
no
alien.
way.
We could have
Yeah.
been being
And then we
abducted.
were
I'm
like,
not sure.
Who
Oh,
in the
you
hell
need
could
the-
that
you need
be?
the-
And you
you need
heard
the,
a faint
X-Files
sound of Pink
theme
Pony
song.
Club.
That's
Oh,
it.
I don't
Pocket.
have the X-Files sound.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or
It's
the
just
Twilight
coming
Zone.
from the
That's a good
distance.
one.
Anyway,
I pulled
hey,
it
hey,
up
hey,
on
hey,
Amazon
hey.
Music.
We're doing this again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Side conversations.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's
Sorry.
true.
It's all right.
Focus.
We need to focus. We're here, boys, because even though we did do some hunting already, season hasn't quite kicked off just
Not
yet.
the general season, man.
That's right.
Early season.
Early season. We get lucky because we got the 2 Bs.
Too hot.
We're not 2Bs.
It was definitely hot tonight. I sweated my butt off, dude. It was supposed to be nice.
It was.
Rained all week. I thought a
I
cold
know.
front was coming in.
Thought the same
It's beautiful
thing.
right now.
It was like 76 degrees down
Think you'd
there
have
all
been better off.
night long.
Think you'd have been better off last Sunday, right before it rolled in. That's when my cameras
when I
were the
shot
most
my deers
active.
last
Yep,
Sunday.
There you go.
There was a ton of deer we saw
Yep.
that night.
That was the night.
It was real windy.
Yep.
Yeah. You shot yours too, didn't you, Brandon?
What's that?
On Sunday. Didn't you shoot yours on Sunday?
I did.
Yeah. See?
I always feel like
Sure did.
you know, the storm rolls in and you're like, oh, it's all shitty this week. I'm going to hunt when it breaks. I always feel like before is better than after.
Yeah. I will say that one of the main bucks that Joe and I are after, Browser. Is that his name? Browser. Browser. It's Browser, right?
Browser or the
Yeah. Big 7. That's all he is. He's been
tearless
out.
fucking teardrop. I don't know.
He you see the little nub though? He's trying. He's trying his
If
best.
you guys remember Teardrop was very special to us.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
this is
I'm
this
almost
is
going Trump
teardrops
on you guys. He's very special to us. And
He's
then,
very
and then my
special.
brother Russ shot him, and he lost his teardrop when he
Yeah.
shot him, and it became less special.
Yeah, that
But
hurt.
this guy, he's a big brute. He came in like, what was it, Charles?
He was in May.
It was like April, May. He came in and he was like, and I'm comparing him like pictures of our 140, like our
Dude,
number
he was
one
a
last
giant.
year, Junior. And I'm like, this dude's going to be way bigger than Junior. Like, look at the two pictures next to each other. I'm like looking like exact dates.
Dude, in May he had like 8-9 inches of freaking main beam already grown.
Oh, man.
It was a giant. I mean, you've seen the pictures.
Yeah.
It was stupid looking.
And we're looking at him, we're like, holy shit, like this is going to be a monster, like mega.
What'd he turn into?
A really big 7 point.
Well, okay.
So listen, so he disappeared for
I'll
a while.
show you.
I mean, that we know of. He kind of
Still
disappeared.
sounds like
I
a
thought
shooter.
he died.
We didn't have all the cameras set up. We didn't have everything set up. So, like, we kind of lost deer here and there. You know, it was what it was early season. And then all of a sudden, we got a picture. I'm starting to look at it. I'm starting to compare, like, I think this is Browser that we were looking at earlier in the season, you know? And I think he's a fucking 7. Like, I'm showing it to Charles. I'm like, dude, I'm looking at the comparisons, you know?
It's for sure him.
Look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that.
Look at that.
He broke the tip off his G3 on the one side when he was in velvet too.
Yeah.
Just the tippy tip off of
It's
it.
a nice buck.
Dude, a great buck. I'll find the
big
early
brute.
picture.
A big brute of a 7 point, dude. Of like,
He's a good-looking buck, though, dude. I'd shoot him.
absolutely. Like, great frame, everything. He grew up great, but he just like, it's like a year after year thing. It always falls short, you know?
Let me see here. Here you go. So that was him in May, and then
How old do
Again.
you think he is?
I don't know because he's got a huge body on him, huge body, and he definitely had the sag, and he's got like the front brisket, real beefy. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
I would say at least 4.5, at least.
Yeah.
It's hard to say,
But it
man.
is
Like,
hard
you
to
know,
say.
deer growth so different. You know,
Because he doesn't have like the super usually when they get above 4.5, they'll start having that sag in their back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that saddle looking.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna
He
say.
doesn't
didn't have
quite
that.
have that, but he's definitely right
That's
there.
not the body of like a 3-year-old deer.
He's
though.
a
No.
big deer. I mean,
He's a
to come up
huge
like
deer.
that at that time, dude, this deer's gonna be a monster. Like, it has to be.
Yeah.
And they came up with a 7 point. I'm like,
Well, that gene is there though. Like that's like we were talking about teardrop. Teardrop is a giant 7 point.
but
with a
teardrop
teardrop.
came up as a
It's big 6, right?
exactly. He came up and he was a big like crab clawed bastard.
Yeah.
And then as he grew, you know, that crab claw grew a little bit into a G3, but
He was barely legal the year before. The year before Russ shot him, he was barely legal. He had a point that was like
the only
barely
thing
an
that
inch.
made him like shootable the year
Barely.
before Russ shot him was the fact that he had the teardrop. And then when Russ shot him, it was the fact that he had the teardrop again. He was a big Brutus deer.
There's no way he passed that deer. He's so framey.
Yeah, he was very framey, but he had that teardrop that made him like. Me and Charles literally said, "We're not going to shoot this deer if he doesn't have that teardrop."
Yeah.
And then Russ shot him without the teardrop, and we're like,
We got like 2 or 3 pictures, and it's like, dude, that's him, but I don't see the
It's
teardrop.
not- yeah.
He broke it
gotta
off.
let him go.
He broke
year
it off.
2, we only got the picture of the teardrop one time, and it was like a weird frame to where we couldn't get the full thing. We just saw it like dropping down. So essentially, it was like right out of the base. It dropped down.
That was browser yesterday.
I'm sorry, what?
This is that big 7 yesterday.
9
Yeah.
inches, maybe the teardrop first year.
Probably at least that long, yeah.
The
He's just
second
a
year,
brute
who
of a deer.
knows?
He's not.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like,
Just out of curiosity, how do you guys feel? Like, say for instance, you were hunting that property and there was a buck that was like you knew that was say 5+, 6+, but maybe the genetics weren't that great, but he still had like a decent rack.
yeah,
Do you pass that deer or do you kill him?
I would shoot him.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Because to me, it's like outwitting like a wily veteran more so than it is just the bone too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was just curious what your opinion was on that.
I'd shoot him for sure.
Yeah.
I sent a video, I think I sent it to you, Charles, like months ago, about deer that come in and like something were to happen during the growing phase. Say something gets weird and people think, oh, that's just a genetic thing, but really it's just more of a when they were growing their antlers,
It's
say they
an environmental thing.
jack something up.
With the drought, you're going to see a lot of in my opinion, a lot of thinner racks and a lot of broken tines. I think it's just with the drought that we had at the timing we had it, you're going to see a lot of broken tines this year. So shoot your bucks early.
Definitely possible.
All the ones I've seen pretty light, other than the ones you showed me today. That's the heaviest buck I've seen all year.
He was heavy.
But they're very few and far between.
All the bucks I have on cam after you said that, besides one, like their racks are
Little
so
spindly?
They're
So spindly.
They're so no, but not even that. They just look like they belong in some sort of like circus.
How far are they from
They're
the?
so jacked up.
How
looking.
far are you from your hunting spot from the train wreck, the East Palestine train?
Oh, we probably
Are
like
you in the bloom?
We probably a good 20 mile.
You in the bloom? Because
Is
our
that
property's in
driving
the
or is that
bloom.
a crow fly?
You should see the deer we have
Hold
this year.
on now. We ain't too bad. We got a couple miles from there. We got a couple miles.
Yeah.
Where my spot is, if you're sitting there and you're hunting, if you look right up on that ridge, you can see my skill. I'm making up my moves.
Who is this guy?
Anyways, I think it's had a true effect. We're at year 2 after that incident of growing antlers, and our deer are like,
Big or down?
like weird, like
Yeah.
stupid weird.
Yeah.
We have so many weird.
Chernobyl bucks.
Yes.
What would you say that one deer is? He's not like a newborn.
The one with the black antlers that
no, the
grow
one that drops
downwards?
straight down. Yeah.
Yeah. It's his second
A
year
year
doing
and a
that.
half, yeah.
It's his second year. His
Yeah.
antlers literally grow straight down.
Straight down.
Past his eyeball.
Dude,
on
I'm not
both
eating
sides.
this deer,
But it's
but
just
I will
like
shoot
a,
him.
it's just a spike. You can't even shoot him.
I like
He's not legal.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a double teardrop.
He's got potential.
No, I don't think he's.
Give me a year or two. He'll be
Honestly,
all right. It'll
honestly,
skin.
until the other day, I thought it was a like an antler doe, and then I got a picture of him walking away, and I could see the nut sack. So he's definitely a buck. But dude, 2 years in a row, his antlers grow out and down.
It is the year 2025. You don't know.
You don't
But
know.
you got to be nice to him because he might be getting bullied.
Dude, he looks like a ram.
Don't be mean to him.
He might be a pink penny girl.
He's
You
just
don't know.
headbutting people.
He would be too.
Just headbutting people.
don't
yeah.
know.
He don't know what he is.
I actually thought I heard a little bit of rattle fighting going on tonight. I
Did
was
you?
like, it's that time where they just start to tickle a little bit.
Took a little
Start
times
burp-
a little bit.
It caught my attention.
Maybe they're not all completely. Certain groups aren't broken up all the way yet. And
Right, yeah.
Still
I've
yeah.
seen a lot on camera
Yeah.
starting to duke it out. The
You
last
been
couple
seeing
weeks.
rubs popping up yet?
No, not.
Me either.
I didn't seen any.
Me either.
Scrapes though.
Scrapes are definitely good right now. They're definitely out there.
So I don't know if they're like you're saying it's really started competing yet and splitting up.
Oh,
yet.
they're definitely fighting it.
Right.
Like I got
But
a bunch of them, but
but
they're
it's not
still
like they're doing it.
yeah.
It's
They're
not like it's done and over with.
right.
Right.
Right. Yeah. It's getting there.
Not seeing a whole lot of territory marked up yet.
Not the rubbing, which is weird because they just kind of
There's rubs somewhere because I mean they took their velvet off.
Yeah, they had to.
Yeah.
Okay, I take that back because the buck Mikey shot the other night, there was a couple like little tiny trees,
Little
just
Peter poles.
shredded, dude, broken hat, like shredded
Somebody was angry.
on the trail coming out where he shot it. So that's the only place I've seen it though. Tonight, I walked a long ways and I didn't see a single rub. And I was like, I don't know, should I just keep going? Like, tonight was weird because it's a new property. First off, I had it by myself. There was no one there. Public land, no one there. Friday night, other than one hiker that walked by. And I was trying to hide in my 4 oak leaves. I was trying to hide and my head
Oh, you
over
gotta hide.
like this.
Yeah.
And he was huffing and puffing trying to get up the hill that I was hunting, and I was 15 yards from. I said it. I didn't want to hunt the hiking trail because it's a bad look. It's a brand new, I didn't want to do it. This dude comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, here we go. And he walks up the hill, and he stops, and he's huffing and puffing. Walks up a little more, and he's right in my shooting lane, and I'm trying to hide my big ass, but he's got me. He looked up, saw me. I was just like,
Do it, lady.
yeah.
What if he didn't know you were there and he just started taking a shit?
That's what I was afraid of because he kept stopping. I'm like, and he's looking around. I'm like, is he looking for a
This
place
dude might just take a
to
shit.
piss
right
or shit? Like the way he came from a ways away, and he just saw me and he busted ass up that hill, dude, and disappeared. And I never saw him again.
Good for him.
Yeah, I was like, all right, cool. But then I started thinking, like, yikes, what are the rules and regs for this place? Because I really
There's been a few places that I've
It's
hunted
state
down there that
game
have
lands.
hiking trails,
right.
and it gets I mean
Are you allowed to hunt near them?
you are.
Because I know, like other states, different places, some specific game lands have
I don't
their
know what
own
kind of
rules.
property it is. The one set of properties that we used to hunt, there are regulations for
How far
that,
away, and
right?
stuff,
But I don't know.
like-
Is it one of those properties?
I don't know. It's a
would
game
find out.
land. It's
Yeah.
a game
Oh,
land.
it's a game
no,
land.
it's a game land.
Oh, then I think you're probably fine.
I would imagine.
I think you're golden.
Yeah.
Those other properties you got to pay attention because they have rules and stuff
Yeah.
to them. But
So
yeah.
the deer that played me tonight, she was literally on the walking trail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got.
That'd have been
I-
interesting.
Yeah, I would have splattered blood on the walking trail.
Oh,
Yeah,
and I was trying to.
guaranteed.
I was trying to.
Guaranteed.
She came in. I was back in there. It was 4:15, and I'm back in there all the way in the back where I wanted to be. And I'm looking and I'm seeing all these white oaks. And I'm like, dude, how do I pass this?
Yeah.
Now, granted, I've already passed 2 spots that I've marked with tons of acorns. One other white oak. I'm like, I really like that first spot. I'm like, maybe I'll set up right here. And I'm looking around, and the wind shifted. It was supposed to be the whole way in. It was blowing from my right shoulder over my back left shoulder.
West, northwest today.
It was a northwest wind. Yes. When I got in there and I got down on the trail, it was blowing southeast, total opposite. Now I did see that it was supposed to switch 180 at like 7 o'clock,
Was
but
it
it's
rolling
4
back
o'clock.
off like the ridge behind you, or were you on
I
top?
think it was because I was just over the ridge,
so. It was
just
kinda
on the
hitting
upper
that ridge and kinda
portion.
coming
I
back
think it
and
was coming
swirling a
over,
little bit.
but it was weird the way it was working. So I'm like, okay, well with this wind, I can hunt right here somewhere. But the weird part is that place is super thick, and I'm like, if I climb where the wind's supposed to be blowing, I'm going to be up at the top of the hill shooting steep angle down. But if I go down there and climb, I'm going to be eye level.
I think I know
their
what
angle.
property you're on now. Thinking back to what I saw that they picked up. Mm-hmm. I think I know where you are.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm in there and I turn around and there's this freaking doe standing at 15 yards right below me. So there's 2 trails that run parallel. I'm on the top trail, she's on the bottom trail, and it drops down a hill. And then there's a cutout in the hill where they built the trail. So every time she puts her head down to feed, she can't see me like at all. I'm like, holy shit, there's a deer. Dude, I got so worked up. Like I got fired up. I've
That's
already
how-
shot a deer this year, and
that's
I
how
got
I got.
fired up.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, oh, here we go.
Fucking
It is
shaking.
yeah, I'm like, it's a
You
30
got the
pound
crazy
doe.
legs going on.
It is a 30-pound doe. Like she
Oh,
is
no,
tiny.
she's tiny.
You're like, here we
Tiny.
go, and you hear
But I'm like,
bleeding.
Still got milk on her lips.
she's all by herself, no buttons, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna happen. I'm
Fair
trying to
game.
find little openings because there's just little Peter poles.
Was she actually that small, or did she like?
Tiny.
Really?
I mean, she was small,
It
but
wasn't
she
just
was.
perception.
Yearling.
She was small, dude. She was close and she was small. First thing I knew, like my dog's bigger than this deer.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not my beagle. But I'm like,
hope not.
yeah, I like she's definitely
Hey, little
small.
girl, you want some candy?
Hey.
But she's coming right. She's feeding down the trail right to me, and I'm like, okay, well, she gets to here. It's like 10 yards away. It's wide open, so she's working the whole way down. Doesn't see me at all, and I'm thinking as she puts her head down, should I like drop down and crawl to a tree? But the leaves litter is insane right now. And
Dude,
they're all
it's
loud.
crunchy.
It's crunchy. I'm like, I can't move. I just got to stand here. She hasn't seen me yet. Who cares? So I started getting a little cocky with it. She gets to 10 yards. She puts her head behind the tree, and I got pressure on the string. And I'm like, but she's feeding forever and ever. Well, as I was telling him, like, I didn't realize there's literally a trail comes right up the hill to me. She takes 2 steps and turns to come up the hill and looks right at me. Game over. I should have drew. I didn't. I should have. I was hoping to kind of beat her eyes because she was a little fawn, more or less.
Kudos to her, man.
Yeah, and she picked me, and she kind of started doing the head bob. She took 2 steps out in the wide open, and I still had pressure on the string. I'm like, just draw back, idiot. I did, and she bounded down the hill to like 25 yards in a bunch of brush and just stood there forever. Well, when she took off, I drew, hoping she would stop somewhere in an opening. I held back for like 3 minutes straight as she just stared at me. And finally, she turned and started walking away. I let down. She walked away, and I was pulling the guys, and she bounded off. I set up. She came right back in like 2 hours later, fed there for an hour and a half, and got to within 15 yards. And again, did not draw the second time, but she was 2 steps from getting killed. Just so thick in there. It's tough for this time of year.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy how
Yeah.
excited you get? Like, regardless, you know what I mean? That's like the doe that I shot. I mean, granted, you know, for me there was kind of like a lot riding on it. Like I wanted to get one, so I could take my son out there, and like I like built up my own like mental emotion attached to like killing this deer. Like
You passed a smaller one Saturday, too.
I did,
Yeah.
but like even when I killed the doe that I killed, like I was like after the shot, I'm like, I felt like I just shot a buck. You know what I mean? Like I was like I saw her come in, and I'm like, it's the first one of the year. I'm so excited. Let's go. I'm gonna freaking let that fur fly.
Like I said, you get that monkey off your back, and you kind of like
it's crazy.
The thing with shooting a doe early, like if you go weeks without shooting anything, you're all like amped up, and you're like you got all this pent up shit inside of you,
Yeah.
or you're like you're just waiting to make a mistake at that
Yeah.
point
Yeah, yeah,
because
no, I
you're
agree with
like
that.
you're starting to force it.
Well, I think that's
when it
why
should just come naturally. Like
I agree.
if it's not
Yeah, I
right,
agree.
don't take it.
Yeah.
But like if you go 3 weeks without shooting anything, you start making mistakes because you start forcing everything.
make the
and
moment happen
yeah, you start
versus-
forcing that circle into a square.
Yeah,
and it's not
Jonah's
going to
all
work
about
out.
that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you coming at me, bro? I'm trying to like.
No, you're right. That's why tonight
No, I
I
agree.
didn't make
No,
a bad
I mean,
shot at
that's a
that
great
deer.
thing. Like
I passed on a lot of could have worked shots had I not shot one back on Sunday.
I'm telling you, I could look back at all my seasons, and I could tell you that the days that I've shot deer first day have been way better seasons because there was no like, oh my god, this, like you're
No,
doing what he
you-
did,
yeah.
but you're doing it 3 weeks later with
Yeah.
3 weeks of could have beens
Yeah.
that just never happened.
Yeah, and you're trying to
and
force a
you're trying to
situation.
force
You're
that
trying to force an
situation
outcome.
into happening,
Yeah.
and you're taking shit shots, and you're just getting really bad outcomes out of it. Really,
You don't have to
and
do
then,
that. You
and
know
then
that, right?
builds. No, I'm not saying you have to do that, but it just happens naturally. It's human
I
nature,
think
really.
he's saying it's
I
just
think
the, it's the natural excitement of like
Yeah.
I'm
Exactly.
trying to get the
Joe-
first
You
one.
want to get it done.
I want to
Joe
get my
wants to talk.
first one under the
Joe.
belt for this season.
Let's
Joe,
hear
I,
it.
I still stand by my quote I said a long time ago, which I think has a little bit of wisdom, is you have to kill deer to learn how to kill deer.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean that's exactly what
Which
we're
is basically
saying.
what we're talking
You
about
know,
right
yeah.
now.
Well,
Yeah, right.
I'm fucking with Joe, bro, here, but like he's right. you
got to get the monkey off
we
the back.
wait how long?
Confidence.
There's
Yeah.
logic to it.
But also, you wait how long
Right.
to get back in the woods, get
Well,
back
here's-
into a tree.
Let's back
you
up
know?
a second.
Everyone questions themselves a little bit.
Let's start with this. You've been practicing and shooting your bow. How long?
Yeah, for months. If you're
Right?
if well,
If you're serious about
If
it.
you're serious, if you care,
I don't,
well, I don't want
if,
to.
if they're serious, that's what they're doing. I don't know if they're serious.
What the hell just happened?
meme of all time, dude.
I don't know if they want to catch them all. If they want to catch them all, that's what they're doing.
I always see. I saw the one that said.
guy.
It said if you're trout fishing, you go by Lures and Cabela's, and he's like, "Well, if they're serious, they're serious. I don't know if they're serious. I don't know how serious they are." But no, so like, yeah, if you take it back to like, just shooting your bow and practicing, it's like, okay, yeah, you've been shooting your bow for what, 4 months? You've been honing
Archery
in,
shoots,
you've been honing in your
whatever.
skill, anticipating what, that one moment when the opportunity presents itself to do it. And then, like you're saying, Joe,
Get that build
week
up.
goes on, week goes on, week goes
Yeah.
on, week goes on. Next thing you know, you're almost like, I need to kill. I need to make this happen.
Yeah,
so
add
that
a
you
couple
almost-
close calls in there
Exactly.
too.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so
Your
then-
finger
so then
is
you-
super fucking itchy.
you're almost forcing the situation versus your natural, like, being patient.
Just wait.
What's the deer behavior? Oh,
Yep.
they have no idea I'm here.
Making
Yeah.
More
the
so-
right move at the right time.
Drawing at the right time, their heads down, versus like, oh my god, like finally, there's a broadside shot. Let me draw back and hurry. Like,
Yeah, like my
I
one brother,
get
he
it.
shot this deer, I think it was like 50, 55 yards away. It was super far.
That's a
And it was
pug.
way late in the season, but
way
he had
too
such
far.
a terrible
Way
season
too
of
far
like,
from-
just nothing was happening. Finally, this deer
Try
like
to force a bad
gave
shot.
him like somewhat of an opportunity, and he took it, and then he got lucky. At the end of the story, he got lucky. I mean, but
I think you can also kind of take like a slight little bit of like a learning experience too, as far as like, say he shot one on the first week. Mm-hmm. Do you take a 55-yard shot on the 5th week?
Probably not.
Probably
absolutely not.
No.
Yeah, he's
You know
gonna
what I'm
watch
saying?
that deer go, but
Yeah.
he's so amped
I
up,
get it.
like
That's
time
why
after time
I
after
get it.
time that you
That's
just
what I'm-
like.
that's what I'm
eventually,
saying.
you just make that stupid shot, and that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It leads to mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And then once you get a mistake, as you know, with all of us, I'm sure it's a snowball effect.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, your season just topples
Snowballs.
over
Yeah.
into a terrible season. And all of a sudden, finally you get that shot, but it's not the right shot. But, you force
Well,
it.
I think if you are looking to force a shot, you're probably going to take an opportunity that's bad.
Yeah.
When
Exactly.
if you would have just waited,
Yep.
you
Couldn't
would
agree
have
more.
probably presented yourself with a pretty good
Exactly.
opportunity.
Right.
You know,
That's
Right.
like
Like
that-
early
that-
season, you could have that first shot, and you're like, "That's not a good shot. I'm not going to take it." And all of a sudden, it presents you with a 25-yard,
Yeah.
dunk, and all of a sudden, you shoot that deer.
That reminds me of my big PA buck that I killed, because I had 2 opportunities to take a shot at him, 34 and 30 when I ranged him.
Yeah.
You shot him kind of early, right? Like
Yeah.
within two and a half weeks.
Within 2.5
Okay.
His tail was
Yep.
down. He had no idea. I mean, you could just basing it off, and kind of like what Joe said, like you got to kill deer to learn how to kill deer, to like truly understand. There's so much more than just killing the animal. It's
Yeah,
also
deer
understanding
behavior
the
and
body
everything else,
language
yeah.
and the behavior. And his tail was down. He had no idea that I was there.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you put a different person in that situation and you get a 34-yard shot, they're like, "Oh my God, like he's here right now. I got to take the shot." And and now I'd be lying if I said I didn't start shaking.
You're right.
Right,
Right.
I mean,
right.
I literally,
no, but
like
You
I said,
anticipated for that
looked
shot.
I remember looking down at my feet and I saw my laces shaking, and I was like, mentally was like, "Brandon, we've been here before.
Reel it
Calm
in."
yourself down
for sure.
And
that still doesn't work for me for bucks, but
Yeah.
those it does.
yeah, but the point is I waited, shot him at 19 yards.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So you see my point of like,
Right.
you had that split second, and I feel like a lot of bow hunting and archery hunting can be minded. Or like
absolutely.
You how we're talking about forcing situations, how you can like in your mind, you're like, this is it, this is my moment, it's now or never, or like right now. But if you can just calm
down the
yourself
situation,
down,
really, yeah.
slow everything down, pay
Yeah.
attention to the deer. What's the deer's behavior? What is he or she doing? What are they, And that's what I did with that buck. I mean,
I feel like that happens a lot of times with like, new hunters too. They get that opportunity that they've been waiting for. And, it might be a broadside shot and it might be 34
It might
yards.
be week
but
one, but they're already amped up.
might be
because
week one.
haven't
They might have had
that.
two bad
Yeah.
seasons and now that's their first opportunity
Yeah,
and they
absolutely.
force that shot. I mean, it is
Absolutely.
something worth talking about, I think. I mean,
But you're also
Everybody's
talking
been there.
about like a week two opportunity.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
a
I
big
had
ass
a week-
buck, dude.
But regardless, he's 159
Yeah.
inch buck.
Yeah,
No,
but just because it's
absolutely,
week 2,
but-
that might have been the second time he went out the whole season.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
You know what
Charles,
I mean?
Yeah.
what the first
True.
time I hunted an apple tree, first time I hunted ever was the time that Johnny shot a buck, Rush shot a buck. Next day, I'm like, this is the time. Things are lighting up. They shot it. My two out of my three brothers just shot a buck the last 2 days. I got to do something. So I look back and my brain, I'm like, okay, where do I go? Somebody's hunting this stand. Somebody's hunting, we had crossbow hunters hunting our stands that are like typically good. So I was like, okay, well, I shot this one deer and it went through all its scrapes and it went past this apple tree over a cornfield. I got to go up there. I'm telling you, dude, I went up. It took me an hour and a half to get up there. The amount of effort it took me to get up to this stand, set up a ladder, and get up it. I had so pent up aggression of like, if I don't see a deer, I'm just like, I'm done. And I literally got to like last light and finally this deer came in 2.5 weeks into the season, I believe. So I didn't have like that, I got to do something right now.
right.
I didn't
Yeah,
have
oh,
like
yeah.
that sense of urgency of I have to make this happen right now or else my season is going to topple over on its head.
I mean, that all comes with experience, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You've been there before.
A lot of guys are probably listening to like, you shouldn't have that. Like, blah, blah, blah.
But again, like,
but it does
you
happen.
can't
like,
say that when week 5 or 6 comes along and,
You haven't killed nothing.
you're pressing a little bit.
things could just happen. It happens to all of us, really.
But you got to be able to handle it. Everybody handles adversity a little different.
That's what I was
you
gonna
gotta-
say.
You got to
Exactly.
be able to reset because everybody makes mistakes. It's just you can't let it linger with you.
I'm
the
not
rest of the
saying
season.
a reset thing. I'm saying just a mental urgency of getting it done.
Yeah.
Like
You put more pressure on yourself than maybe like
I put
Joe
more
or
pressure on
Austin or
myself
myself
before the season
or
even
Brandon will put
starts.
on our own
Yeah.
selves. That comes person by person.
Yes,
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Who knows you're having a bad season?
Yeah,
I'm thinking about
right.
the deer gods before the season even starts.
And that's what I was also going to say is like deer hunting is one of the most like mental adversity
Oh, yeah.
things that there possibly are. Like God forbid you even see an animal, you see a deer, you see a doe, and you take a shot and you miss, and then you start. Is my sight off? Was it me? I practiced for 4 months. Is it this? Is it that? There
Yeah.
is so much mental adversity that goes into it that
and
I
you
think.
could have literally hit a limb that you didn't even know
Yeah,
about.
and the point
you,
that I'm
you blame
getting
it on
at,
yourself.
the point that I'm getting at is I think it takes almost the same mental toughness to keep yourself calm, cool, and collective when you see a buck or a target buck as it does if you haven't been able to
Or just a deer.
kill something for 5 weeks. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
right.
it's the same mental, okay, the time hasn't come, but I'm not going to force something.
Right,
I'm
right.
going to keep myself calm, cool, and collective because
Yeah.
right now is the moment. You know what I mean? Not I'm trying to force the moment.
Yeah. There's a lot of internal battles
You could
happening
say
out
that.
there.
100%.
Yeah, I mean, you could say it now, but
And hey,
like once
here-
week 5 hits and you haven't killed shit, and like maybe you did
Maybe
have a couple
you.
mental breakdowns.
Some other guy might be thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
Some other guy
Right.
might be thinking, "Hey, no big deal. In 2 weeks, I get a rifle and I'll shoot 200 yards."
Yeah.
I had a question I've been
Yeah.
wanting to ask for the last 10 minutes.
Do it.
It's
Do
a
it,
little
lady.
bit far past it now, but just
Do
for
it,
sake
lady.
of, just for sake of conversation, just want to ask you guys. Like I can think of a lot of examples for me, but like wanted to get your guys' opinion. Where's the fine line from rushing a shot and when you finally learn to take the shot that you're given? I'm not saying that it's a bad shot, but I can think back on multiple examples for me for deer and turkey when that's where that'll stop. Does that?
Damn it, because I had a turkey reference too. But whatever.
To where I was like, I was in the stand or I was on the ground and I had a good shot, and I'm gonna like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait for the perfect shot.
I've always been told.
I feel like we can all think of an example.
Yeah.
of
Absolutely.
that. Now that doesn't mean you take a bad shot like that's
correct.
at 55 yards and it's in the wide open. That I still don't think that's the
Most
waiting
ethical
for
shot.
exactly.
My answer.
You get what I'm saying.
My
though, right?
answer is, and what I've been kind of told, and I do still practice myself is you take the first good shot you're comfortable with making ethically well to kill the animal clean, because you may not get another one.
Exactly.
True.
You know, tonight, for example, I had multiple opportunities to make stupid shots at a deer, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
I want a really good opportunity because, one, I got these podcasts with my boys later, so like I got to make it to there. So I can't be tracking a deer all night on a bad shot.
Right.
But in reality, yeah, had I, you know, in my mind, if that deer came in and gave me a shot at 25, and I know I'm going to kill it at 25. If that deer would have come in and gave me a shot at 32, and I know I can kill at 32, I would have taken that shot first opportunity. And that's where, in my mind, it has to be first opportunity. Don't pass a good opportunity at 30 yards if you can kill them at 30 to try to get one at 15.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right.
Like you're saying.
I just literally told Cody Calvin this because he was talking to me the other day. He was like, I took a bad shot, blah, blah. This deer was like super quartered away, and he ended up hitting it like right in front of the leg, the back leg. He hit it in front of the back leg, and it came out the heart.
Super. What?
Yeah, no, it was hard quartering away.
Oh.
It ended up being a good shot. Deer went like 50 yards.
Because a quartering away shot is a lethal shot if you hit it right.
Correct.
So what I told him was, I said, you know, like Charles was saying, they're not always going to give you a perfect opportunity, but don't be too cocky. You know, you don't be cocky like, oh my God, I can make any shot work. But if they give you a shot that you are comfortable with and that you practice for, and you can make that shot work, then go ahead. If you feel comfortable with it, ethically.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done a lot of stupid things in my life.
Sure have.
All right.
And I could
Tell us how you really
Turn that microphone
agree with
again.
the aggressiveness of Charles's voice that I've done a lot of stupid things because I've always had a high killer instinct of once I see a deer and I say, I'm going to shoot that deer, I cannot get that out of my head. And that's when I start making mistakes of, I'm going to shoot this deer no matter what. Like, I'm going to shoot this deer. I'm going to make something work. And sometimes it does work out. Like, you have to make things happen. Not every deer's going to give you a perfect broadside shot.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
There's a fine line between that and forcing things, though. Yeah.
Yes, you don't take an unethical shot, but
I want to hear about Brandon's deer hunt the other day when he shot his doe.
Oh.
Can we talk about that?
Hell yeah.
I want to get positive. We've been talking about this negative Nancy shit
it's
for
not
too
negative.
long. It was.
I'm saying if you
Go back to your
feel
wedding.
comfortable with a shot
Shut up.
and you've
Let him finish.
practiced with a shot
Better just let him finish.
If Stephanie
and you think it has
His
a high
Japanese
percentage
finish.
of success, then take
No,
it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
like,
not going to get set up with
You're
a
cock
broadside
blocking
shot
our
every time.
podcast here.
like
No.
my 3D archery target that I have, it has like that swivel on it, you know what I mean? Has that like pivoting base, so you can set it up to where you're taking, practicing quartering 2 shots, quartering away shots, broadside shots, all those things. So like, no, I get what you're saying. Like you
Honestly,
got to practice.
Brandon, I like quarter away shots better than I like anything.
Listen,
love
here's a
me.
great
I
tip.
do.
Here's a great
love
tip
me
for
a
all
Charles
shots.
doesn't.
Me,
I do
I like
actually.
it.
Here's a
Broadside
great tip
shot.
for all shots. Aim for your exit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yep.
Big time.
Aim for your
Especially
exit.
on quartering away.
It's
A lot
going to
of
tell
people-
you whether a deer's
Yes.
quartering or not. A lot of
Yes.
people, they practice on a deer target in their yard, and it's broadside the whole time, and they're
Yep.
aiming at a spot on the
Yep.
deer target, and they
Yep.
shoot it a bunch of times.
Yep.
Well, in reality, and it's cost me a deer one year because I just fell into that. It was the first day of season, and I just aimed like an idiot, and I shot way too far forward, and I was thinking back, I'm like, my God, I never
shit.
even thought
Yep.
about
It's an easy mistake to make. A lot
That's
of
what I
guys
was
aim
kinda
for
getting
shoulder
at,
when
like,
when it happens
behind
quick
the
in the
shoulder
moment,
on
right?
quartering away, and that's not great.
He was just
Right.
feeling very negative about
Aim for the back of that rib
outcome,
cage.
which he produced a great shot. Like, it was quartered away pretty hard, but like I told him,
But
I said,
that's the point, Joe, I'm trying to make is had he been aiming for his exit,
No, he
He
did.
would have known his point.
No, he did.
His point was on the guts
Yeah.
or
Right.
back,
Back
and
of
that's
the
probably
rib.
not a shot you should take. In all reality, it's not a shot you should take. If your
Maybe
exit
not
is
for
you're
the
aiming
shot
at the
that he
guts.
took, but it was he
Obviously,
did
it was
produce a
great
very good
Yeah.
shot. Obviously,
The deer went like 40 yards. He found it. I'm not talking
what
about
I'm-
that scenario anymore. I'm talking about something different.
Here's my thing. I think
I don't think you should make a habit of it.
Yeah, like here's my thing. Like,
That's
okay,
my
I
thing.
got a new single
that's my
pin
thing
sight,
with it.
and to sight it in, I got to sight it in at 20, 40, 60, blah 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 blah. And yeah, I can make those shots at 60 or at least hit the bag. But like, I feel like you can get overconfident in what you think you can do as far as placement of an arrow. Because like if I'm shooting in an open field and I'm shooting at a target of 50 yards, 40 yards, oh yeah, this is great. Okay, well, a 27-yard shot, a 32-yard shot, there's limbs that you can't see that you're not even thinking about,
Yeah.
especially, God forbid, in the heat of the moment that you get
yardage
so excited.
makes a difference. I'm not exactly.
Yeah, you
I'm
get
not exactly
so
referring to yardage.
excited that you're like, yet again, going back on what we were talking about. This is my moment. I've been waiting. I can't wait. I'm so excited. You're not your mind's not processing. Is there a limb by that front shoulder? Can I get a deflection?
am I gonna
Could it
clear
go to
that?
guts? Could
So
I get
many
over
bad
that?
things can happen
Yeah.
at
So I
50
think that
plus, yeah.
literally,
45
I think
plus.
that right there, all that does is to me goes back to you have to kill deer to learn how to kill deer to be able to judge, and also with that is learning your own comfortability, what you are
Limitations,
what you are comfortable with. Because like I know myself, I shoot a lot. I try to at least shoot, if I can, 15, 20 arrows every single day, if not 5 days a week. And I'm not shooting a 40-yard shot at a deer unless it's like cornfield, wide open, picture perfect, not a single potential possibility of anything going any way. And even then, I'm like, do I owe it to that animal to even sling one that far?
Right.
So like, I think it also comes like you got to learn, even if it was a great shot, I think you just have to learn ethics and
Respect.
what are your actual limitations?
Self-limitations,
Because
yeah.
like Chuck
Yeah,
could
great
be,
point.
he could be a hell of a better
Everybody's
archer than I
everybody's
am.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be able to pinpoint at 30 yards, absolutely money. Well, he might be 45 yards is his absolute money spot. Well,
Yeah.
I got to know that about me, because at the end of the day, when that deer is standing in front of me, there's nobody else there except you and that animal. So you got to
right.
know, what do you feel absolutely most comfortable with? If,
My
if
62-yard pin is money.
That's-
Austin knows it.
Oh yeah.
if 30 yards is your max and you're like,
You owe the animal that.
I feel
Oh,
good
yeah.
at this, because the last thing you want is to see that arrow pass through and you grab it and you see fucking green and poop on there and you're like, oh,
Or it's greasy or
here,
something.
Yeah,
here
something,
we go.
yeah.
Now the animal's suffering, and now so I think there's limitations to to learning what you are most comfortable with.
Yeah.
This was brought up today in a different group that I was in. The question was, what is the farthest distance you're comfortable shooting at a live animal with everything perfect, like all scenarios are perfect, and my answer was, I'm comfortable out to 50 on foam.
Yeah. I
You know,
mean, it's an
but
interesting
it's
question.
Foam.
Yeah,
Foam
right.
doesn't move.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
Foam doesn't
You
duck.
got to think.
No.
That's what I was trying to get in here. Is there's a big difference from shooting a target off your deck to the edge of your yard with nothing but air between you than there is a live animal with 50 trees in between you with teeny little limbs that you can't even see, or different
Or even
angles.
if it is wide open,
even if
that
it is,
deer could take a step.
even if it is wide open, exactly. There's a very big difference. Not only on top of the just scenario, just adrenaline, and you know what I mean. That's
Yeah, you can be a greatest shot in the world, but if you don't read that deer's behavior, whether it has its head down, head up,
Yep.
whether it's
Yeah,
alert,
exactly.
non-alert,
Is it gonna
whether
drop?
it's feeding,
gonna drop?
Is it going to turn? How many
Yeah.
times
Ears
have you
up.
seen videos or shot at deer where when you shoot, they spin to get the hell out of
Yep.
there, and you end up
Absolutely.
hitting them
Dude,
somewhere crazy.
you watch it. I
you're
love
not
watching
shooting a rifle at them.
No,
Right.
I love watching the videos where they'll show a deer and they'll draw a solid
The
red
line,
line,
Like
Yeah.
the baseline.
and then you hear that thump, and you watch a 7-6 inch drop of that spine.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're like, holy hell!
They're
So
loading to get out of there.
So to Joe's question, for me, I think personally, ethically, I feel most confident in that like max distance. Now, granted, this is like perfect, 35,
Yeah.
30 yards. I think if in my mind, if I'm shooting a 40, 50, 60 yard shot, the first thing that comes to mind to me is I'm somewhere on an elk hunt,
Yeah.
going after a
Yeah,
bull,
dude,
and I'm shooting
Where
a
the
bull
kill
at
zone is the size
55
of a
yards.
beach ball.
Yeah.
If I'm
Yeah.
shooting a whitetail and you're slinging an arrow at 55 yards, I just think you owe more to yourself and
Yeah.
the animal to
Yeah.
just like, excuse my French, but fuck your opportunity at 55 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
exactly.
Yeah,
You didn't
Exactly.
you didn't do a good enough job to get closer to that animal.
If you think you're gonna feel shitty after a wounded deer, you're gonna feel twice as shitty because you're gonna realize
Yeah.
you took a shit shot.
Exactly.
Like the biggest buck I ever killed was at 34 yards.
Yeah.
And that's the farthest shot I've ever taken.
Yeah.
I've never taken a shot past 34 yards.
yeah.
I have.
I have.
I will say I've had on accident.
personally.
Yeah, no.
And there's nothing wrong if you have taken
yeah.
it past it.
Yeah, I'm not
I've never
saying-
taken one past
No,
34
My
yards.
that's me
my
personally.
personal hunting setup is 25, 35, 45 yard pin. I have a 3-pin slider. I can shoot that bow out to 80
Comfortably.
comfortably.
Yeah.
And down, but when I get in the woods, like tonight, that deer presented itself at 32 yards. I didn't want to take that shot. It's a small deer.
Makes sense.
It's a small kill zone. I didn't want to take that shot tonight. In a different scenario, the
risk versus reward
had
is
a
not
really
worth it.
big mature deer walked out and given me a much bigger kill zone at 32. I'm very confident in that shot. That's a shot I can make. No problem at all.
Yeah.
I've killed deer. The farthest I've killed a deer on accident, I thought it was 45. It was 53 yards. Shot the heart out of them. Little tiny deer. Shot the heart out of it.
What's
on
with
a
you and
field
tiny
edge.
deer, dude?
I love little deer.
I know,
man.
they're-
I
they're-
love little deer. All I was thinking about tonight was putting that little deer in the cooler I brought and put some ice and coming here.
It'll skin.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Let that fur fly.
Yeah, but I didn't because I wasn't making bad shots tonight. Because I
right.
already killed a deer this year. Okay?
And I should mention too, like this might not be what everybody thought that they were going to hear when they heard the Marcello brothers on here, but I do think it's actually an important topic to like bring up. And there's 5 different perspectives here tonight.
a perfect time of the
On
year
this.
too.
It is. It's a great-
Everyone's about to start
Yeah.
what we're all talking about.
I think the whole point of this conversation is don't take shots you're not comfortable with.
Yes.
Now,
Be confident, make a good shot, make
Yes.
a clean kill, and you know get it done.
And you don't have to force it.
You don't
There's
have
a
to
whole,
force it.
There is 7 to 8 weeks left
Lots
of this
of
season for me.
Lots
Chuck,
of season.
I don't have to shoot that deer tonight. I don't need to kill that animal to prove to anybody
No.
anything.
You're the
I
only
agree.
you're the
That's-
only one pressuring yourself.
yeah, it's her
Completely.
life.
Nobody, there's no
110%.
camera in your
You know?
face.
You took the
Nobody
words out of my
knows
mouth.
what's
Yeah.
going on. Nobody on
Sorry.
social media knows what you did tonight.
No,
Exactly.
nobody's forcing me to kill an animal
And
tonight.
Going off what you said reminded me of the doe that about like putting that pressure on you. So my son, he's obsessed with the book. We're going on a bear hunt.
I like the
And-
song.
Yeah. And
Big fan.
my thing and now obviously now is like I'll say we're going on a deer hunt, we're going to catch a big one, you know, so like it just proves the point even more because like I am a walking example off that doe that I killed, that and kind of what like Joe was going off of. Joe bro, you set your own mental pressure
For sure.
110%, because for me, like I reached out to Joe the opening morning Saturday. I have like 3 different groups of does that come through my property.
You were getting a little too squirrely for,
I was-
for being the first day. I was like, dude,
I was
dude, chill out, man. Like,
It's opening day,
he's
dude.
saying a little squirrely, way squirrely.
yeah, I'm
I
like,
admit
what is
it. I
what's
was
this guy's
way-
deal?
Here's the thing.
Would you say, just real quick, would you say you were maybe like,
Crunching the numbers.
But I understand where, because I know where he's going with this. With like, he wants to take his son because he's now
I was
of
really
age
crunching the numbers.
on like a track job. Like, and I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I completely understand. But like, you literally are hunting out your backyard. Like, you have plenty of time. But I mean,
Goes
you
back-
did good though. You passed a smaller deer.
It
And
goes
the next
back,
day,
and here's the thing. I'm admitting like a flaw is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to get at. Is it goes back to mental pressure.
but you didn't let it.
I didn't.
Supersede. Your,
I didn't.
You know what I mean?
But
'Cause
I
you-
almost did.
Almost, but you didn't. But you didn't.
You're
I
right.
didn't.
No,
I
no,
didn't.
no. He's making a good point. It didn't let it supersede his experience.
Exactly.
yes.
And
Exactly.
the fact that he's been doing this long enough to
And guess
know
what?
better.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Well,
That's normal.
it's not normal though.
Well,
not
I'm-
everyone has the kind of experience
No,
that's around
but
this
but
table.
I'm saying it's normal to
That's true.
experience. It's normal to experience that.
Yes.
But it's
but also
It's
it's kudos to
commendable.
him.
It's
Yes,
commendable that
yes.
you passed that smaller deer Saturday morning, even though you could have had the same outcome and taken your
Yeah.
son out and
Yeah,
tracked
yeah.
that deer and all that.
Yeah.
But you shot a bigger one the next morning.
Yeah.
Like,
What's wrong with little deer, Joe? What are you trying to say, dude?
It tastes good.
you didn't know me a long time ago. You guys think
You
that
don't
like
know me?
you guys
I
think
saw
that
it.
like I don't kill deer.
Here's
I
the
never
thing.
said that.
I'm gonna tell
You have no idea.
There's one.
You have no idea.
Here. Listen.
I never said that.
Listen. The hands
You
are
guys
back.
have no idea.
The hands are back.
The hands are back. You think you know Joe. You don't know Joe.
You don't know
There's,
Joe.
There, my brother Joe. There's one word that described Joe, and none of you know it except me. And now you know what that. You want to know what that word is?
Savage.
Kim Jong doesn't know it. Chuck just guessed it. Savage. He was a savage
That's
of a man.
because we're best friends.
He killed. If it was Brian, it was Dan.
I'm not exaggerating. On the walkout tonight, I saw a deer that was born 2 weeks ago.
Oh my gosh.
It was the size of a fox.
I thought about killing it.
No.
Look at my
Chuck
It was
said,
dark.
Chuck
I had the
said-
headlight on.
Hey, Chuck saw that deer and he said,
That thing would eat good, boy.
"Deer dogs."
I don't think it can.
We're not allowed to talk about this
Deer
anymore.
dogs.
No, we're not. We're actually
all
we've
right.
been asked. We've been personally asked by a listener to no longer mention anything that has to do with the K word
Oh,
and
Yes.
the, and
Okay.
the D dogs.
all right.
Not-
Understood.
Because of reasons. that
Understood.
We had a lawyer involved. It was a big thing.
Understood. Couple people got fined.
my deer there, bitches.
What's this guy's deal?
Couple people got fined.
A couple people got fined. There was a big deal about it.
And
Doesn't want the
Good dude.
doesn't
Good
want
dude.
There is no better time to go bring your deer somewhere that maybe limits the amount of deer they take in than 2 bee season, baby, because they don't have that many. So I got mine in. I should have
Live action.
deer dogs, breakfast
Did
sausage,
you go there?
Oh yeah.
more breakfast sausage,
Oh, breakfast.
kielbasa, and oh shit!
He said don't sleep on the
bologna
legs.
and bologna. I got those
Oh,
5
did you
things.
do the bologna?
Yeah.
The one that was marked new? The cheese bologna?
Yes, the
Yeah, I did
cheese
too.
bologna.
I did too.
So I got
did.
those 5 things separated across my entire deer.
Well, here was the thing. I told my wife, I was like, hey, I want to get a doe early season. That way we have, meat in the freezer.
Yeah.
And she was like,
I don't know about the ground meat.
I was like, honey, come on. Tacos, meatloaf, She
Guys,
doesn't like-
everybody, you go check out Copernicus Deer
Hey, oh, Copernicus.
Yeah, that's down,
sponsor,
it's
yeah.
down in
I
Louisville.
will listen.
So-
I will shout out though a different processor because I was hunting with Mikey Fennel.
Yep.
That night, I didn't realize this at all, and I'm an idiot. His buddy has J&J deer processing out towards him.
Yep.
He brought my
Katanning.
deer there. Yeah, in Katanning. He brought his deer there that night, skinned it, put it in the walk-in freezer. I just thought he had a buddy that had a walk-in cooler. I had no clue. But they have a lot of the same stuff. They do deer dogs. They do a lot of the same stuff.
legit setup.
Yeah, very legit setup.
stuff.
He's been in business for a while. So if
him
you're in
out.
the Katanning area and you shoot a deer this year, check out J&J. How about that?
That was a plug.
So there you go.
Heck yeah.
I feel bad that I'm an idiot and I did not realize that, but I'm going to bring some stuff there too. So I'm going to try out both.
Learning experience.
I like it.
Well, you know what that sound means. We made a boo-boo. Not sure exactly how this one happened, but we lost the back half of this podcast audio, and it doesn't look like we were able to recover it. So here I am. You get to enjoy my wonderful voice to close this thing out. I just want to say thank you to Joe, Brandon, and Joe Bro for coming on and giving us a bunch of new topics we haven't really discussed or covered in such depth before. And I think it turned out pretty good. So with that being said, I want to also thank our Patreon members. You guys are the absolute best, and you keep this podcast going whether you know it or not. With that, we are also looking to do a fall/winter giveaway. We're going to reach out to some of our partners, see what we can do product-wise, see what we can get, and get that thing put together for you guys ASAP. I know we're already in the depths of hunting season, and we apologize we're not getting these things out as quickly as we typically do, but to be honest with you, we're hunting. I mean, whenever I have free time, I'm getting out there. I know Austin's doing the same, so it's just really hard. It's really busy right now. Stick with us. We're going to have some great guests coming on in the future, and we're going to do our best to keep content coming. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone out there, all of our listeners, and until next time, the distraction is real.